Hi everybody, Lauren Eliz here from whatisperfection.com, and today I am diving into some really intensive, the start of what's going to be some really intensive health and wellness talks, because as the new year is finally here, 2017 has arrived. I have so many of my girls in the Brand New Me course who are asking me questions about how to stay motivated to lose weight, how to find that drive to get healthy and make positive changes for your lifestyle, and how to be consistent on that journey when so often we fail, so often we give up, and so often we feel like what we want for our bodies and our life is never gonna happen. So that's what I'm talking about today. Again, this is the start of an intensive talk series, so just stay on with me, keep engaged, start following the community groups if you haven't already. I'm about to give you guys some really awesome tips. For those of you who don't know me, who have just started following, my name is Lauren Eliz. I'm the founder of whatisperfection.com, and I teach women how to get out of whatever rock bottom situations they have going on emotionally and propelling them into a place where they feel confident, they feel happy, they feel successful, and they create that future that they've been longing for so long. Why do I do this? Because for the longest time, I was that rock bottom girl who had no idea how to pick up the pieces, because every single part of my life felt like it was a mess. I'm not talking just my finances, I'm not talking just my relationships, I'm not talking just my body image, all of it. Now, every time I tried to change a part of my life, whether it was my healthy lifestyle or my finances or my relationship, I only found the tools and resources to fix one area at a time, right? You never really go to a bookstore and find like, here's a book to fix your whole disastrous life. Go ahead, have fun. No, right? I mean, it's always just a part. It's like this tiny little piece where we get this guidance, we get this advice, but then we feel like, okay, well, my relationships are a little bit better, but I still hate my body. Or my finances are good, but my relationships still suck. You know, we need to find the tools and the resources when we feel so lost in every area of our lives to kind of put everything back together at once and rebuild our lives. And when it comes to health and wellness, it has never been more true. I can tell you, if you're a guy watching this video right now, I'm sorry, I am speaking directly to my ladies right now, because every single program I have found in health and wellness very rarely dives into the topic of emotional health, because we all come to a healthy lifestyle challenge with this desire to what? Do something physical. We want to lose weight. We want to fit into a skinnier pair of jeans. We want to feel more confident and feel beautiful. We want to feel something different. See, men can be on our spectrum sometimes, but all the time for women, whenever they're trying to create that healthy lifestyle change, there's an emotional connection to it. And that emotional connection is so important, because if you don't have the emotional drive, why are you going to keep doing it? Everything we do in our lives comes down to two things. We're either moving towards pleasure, to feel better about ourselves, to feel better about our life, or we're moving away from pain. Anything you do, guys, comes back to those two things. So if you're putting yourself in a position where working out feels painful, the thought of going to the gym doesn't feel good, the thought of eating vegetables sounds gross, the thought of taking time away from your kids to work on yourself doesn't sound good, that's pain. And in order to put yourself in a place where you want to love yourself and you want to embrace who you are, you need to overcome the fear that dedicating time to yourself is selfish, because it's not. It's loving yourself. It's investing and believing and growing in who you are and what you want to be for the future. When you don't take that time to retrain your brain and start thinking a little bit differently about things, you're only going to find yourself in those patterns over and over and over again. It's almost like we're in this cycle. I'll give you an example. When I started losing weight, I was a yo-yo dieter. I went from 109 pounds suffering from an eating disorder, 210 pounds suffering from binge eating habits, back down to 130. I was like this all the time because I never found the emotional tools for overall wellness. I never found the emotional tools to teach myself why my body image was so important, why I deserved to feel good about myself, how to make that happen besides having a number on the scale. When we become so super focused on that number, or that size of our jeans, or the inches on our waist, when we create a tangible connection to something so real in our physical lives, we forget the emotional stuff we need to do. We forget that nitty-gritty educational learning that we need to go through in order to repair our hearts, in order to start building our confidence, and in order to start feeling like we're deserving of it. Because if you come to a health and wellness journey where you've yo-yoed before, where you can't stay consistent, where you're constantly setting goals and failing, always feeling like you're never enough, there is something that needs to be fixed, and it is not your waistline, honey. Let me tell you that, because it's this. This gives you the power to do anything you want in your life. When you are able to make this switch where you are so emotionally intelligent in what you want, who you are, and what makes you happy, there is no doubting your goals and dreams. There's no doubting your ability to make those things happen. The only way you can succeed and be consistent is when that mental change happens. When you go from a place from feeling like you're not enough, like you're never gonna be happy, like you're never gonna create the life you deserve, to boom, I'm in a place where I deserve this, I'm in a place where I know I'm capable of it, and I'm in a place where I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to go make that happen because I want it that bad. Right now, you're probably, if you're watching this and you're struggling with your health and wellness goals, or you're struggling with your sense of confidence, you have probably done the same things over and over and over again. It's time to start thinking differently. It's time to start possibly dealing with the fact that what you have been trained your whole entire life to think is holding you back, is keeping you from being happy, is preventing you from living the life you deserve. I grew up in a house where food was love. Italian dinners, if you didn't finish what was on your plate, you're gonna make grandma super unhappy, guys. If you love somebody and they did a really good job in school and you're their kid, you're gonna take them to McDonald's and give them a surprise. To me, food was love, it was acceptance, it was appreciation, and it was affection. And I needed to retrain my brain and put myself in a place where I started to realize that that does not define my worth. That does not need to be how I express love in my life going forward. A lot of the things that we have been trained to do are from our parents. They're from the past. But what we forget is that as generation to generation to generation, we're supposed to be better. We're supposed to learn new things. We're supposed to become better parents to our children, better people in our lives. And that's the art of growth. And if you're sitting here in a place where you have all this harbored resentment because your parents didn't treat you the way you deserved, or you didn't get the love and affection you needed, or you felt really taken advantage of as a child, it's time to start healing and start thinking differently about your future. I went on a serious tangent today, but I hope that all of this helps you, because the truth is I jumped on this video thinking, you know what, I'm gonna talk about health and wellness goals, but life is not about that. Life is not about that one thing that's just gonna create ultimate joy. It is a multifaceted experience where you need to invest your time and your energy into various parts of your life, your relationships, your finances, your health, your happiness, your personal development, your growth. That is what Brand New Me is all about. Brand New Me is the 6-week course. It starts January 15th. I am so excited for my girls who started enrolling. Enrollment is now open and it goes until the 15th. And if you haven't checked it out, you need to, because there are so many parts of happiness and personal development that I could ramble on about in these videos, but I need you to know that no matter where you are in your life, no matter what you're struggling with, you can overcome rock bottom and you can drastically change your future. And if you need the tools and resources, they are there, girl. So go ahead and check out whatisperfection.com. Join me in my community groups. I have a ton of free resources for my WIP girls. And remember to always, always, always live your life the way you ultimately deserve.